Today we're going to have a taste of France. We'll start off with an olive tart, and later I'll suggest some things that you might want to serve with that. We start off with the crust, and we have flour in the processor. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of rosemary, and you know, you don't even need to chop it up. The processor just does a great job of that. Then add a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
You'll show me.
Sure.
And then I have a stick of butter that I've cut in half and then in quarters and chopped it up in little bits. And I add the butter to the processor. And then I'm going to put a little bit of ice water at a time in here and pulse this just till it starts to pull together. Okay, so that's beginning to pull together, and that's enough. After that, we put it onto the board, nicely floured board. And what I have here is this really neat little gizmo that I got from King Arthur Flour. And you know, for those of us who don't always roll out the perfect little shaped pie crust, this thing helps you keep it in there so that it's nice and neat. And it even has the measurement for you right on it, which is very nifty. You don't even have to have it perfect here, because I'll show you what to do once you get it in the shell, but just get it out to the edges. Okay, I'm going to put this in my tart pan. Here's the tricky part. If you have floured your board, well, just fold it in quarters. Find the center of your pan. Sometimes it'll split and sometimes it won't, but the dough is nice and moist. You can just press that right back together. Nothing to worry about. Take a piece of plastic, cover it, and put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll start on the filling. I'm going to start the chard filling now, and I want to show you. And what you have to do is use a whole bunch of chard, and what you have to do is you have to trim away the middle stem. So what I want to do is once you've cut all your leaves, you're just going to chop them in about 1/2-inch strips. So chop up your chard, and then you're going to heat 2 tablespoons of oil in your pan. Now that the oil is heated, you're going to add an onion that you've diced up. Add that in there. So you see how nice and translucent these are getting, and the smell is wonderful. Okay, now that looks nice. Now I'm going to add my cut up chard. And it's Christmas. Mixing all this up, and we're going to cook it till the chard wilts. But also, before that, we're going to add some fresh thyme. I'm going to add a pinch of nutmeg. Just grate a little fresh nutmeg. Never the same if you use it out of the bottle. And of course, garlic. I love garlic. I add 3 big cloves. And that's it. Let this cool. And while that's going on, we'll finish up making the filling. Okay? Now that the chard mixture is fixed, we're going to go ahead and finish up the filling. So I'm going to add a couple of eggs to the processor. And some 1/2 and 1/2. I'm going to take the chard mixture and just add it right into there. Monsieur. Add the chard mixture, and now I'm also going to add my shredded cheese. So now we have it ready to add to the tart shell that's been chilled. We just, sure. And then take this and flatten it out. And yes, it's supposed to look like this. What I've done is I've taken Kalamata olives and I've cut them in half. So what I want to do, you just kind of space them evenly, like a little sunflower. Okay, so now we got this beautiful tart all decorated with the olives, and I'm gonna take pine nuts and just sprinkle them between wherever I want to. So we've got our oven at convection oven, 375. I'm going to put it in the oven for like 30 to 40 minutes, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, we're ready to take the tart out of the oven.
Hi, Tart.
Hi, Tart. Here's my tart.
It's a cute tart.
Here's a beautiful tart. It's a beautiful thing, like I said. Okay, so what you want to do is let it cool a little bit, take the rim off of your tart pan, put it on a platter, and serve it, and enjoy.